If you're looking to pick up your first lens for your camera, you have two choices, either a prime lens or a zoom lens. But what's the difference between the two and which one is better? Let's find out. So first off, what's a prime lens and what's a zoom lens? A zoom lens is a lens that contains multiple focal lengths. With this lens I'm at 28mm, but I can zoom it forward so like goes to 35, and then to 50, and then to 75. A prime lens is a lens with a fixed focal length. This lens is an 85mm and it will only stay at 85mm, which means that if you want to zoom in or out, you're gonna have to walk forwards or backwards. But then what are the pros and cons for each? So if prime lenses are generally sharper and lighter than zoom lenses. You only have one focal length, so there's a lot less glass and optical elements inside, and this helps produce better quality images. Prime lenses generally also have faster apertures than zoom lenses, and what I mean by this is that you can open up the lens more to let more light in. With this zoom lens, it only goes down to an f-stop of 2.8, while this lens goes down to an f-stop of 1.8. This means that prime lenses are better for low light shooting because they let in more light, but it also helps produce that blurrier background or bokeh. Prime lenses also teach you more about photography. People don't realize that when they use a zoom lens, they stand in the same place and then they just zoom in or out when they need to, but they don't realize that different focal lengths will change how your photos look. In my opinion, since a prime lens only has a fixed focal length, you have to figure out how to achieve a certain look that you want with that focal length, and you do that by walking in or out, and you kind of realize and learn how each focal length will change how your image will look. So does that mean that prime lenses are just better than zoom lenses overall? Not necessarily. So zoom lenses are generally more versatile than prime lenses because you have so many focal lengths in a lens, and this is really good for those fast-paced shooting environments such as weddings and sports, where you don't have time to be changing out lenses but you're more focused on capturing the moments. So having a zoom lens will help you speed up your process by zooming in or out really fast instead of having to walk back and forth or having to change out lenses. Zoom lenses are also more cost effective than prime lenses because you're paying for multiple focal lengths, and this is really useful when I want to cover a variety of focal lengths but not take as many lenses with me. So with these three lenses, I can cover a range of 17mm all the way to 180mm, where with the prime lens, I would have to take something like a 16mm, 24, 35, 50, 80, 135, and 200 just to even try to cover all of that range. This is especially useful when I want to travel light and I only want to bring one lens with me. With this lens, I cover a focal length of 28mm all the way to 75mm, which covers a lot of general usage. But with the prime lens, if I brought something like an 85, I wouldn't be able to get those nice wide shots, but if I brought just a wide lens, I wouldn't be able to get those nice telephoto shots, which means I would end up having to bring two lenses instead of just one. Zoom lenses can also be better for beginners because when you're starting on photography, you're not sure what focal length you want, you're not sure what kind of shooting you want to do, so buying one lens will help you cover a variety of ranges, and it also lets you slowly start to figure out which one you want, and you get to play around with different focal lengths, and then later on when you know that you like to shoot wider or you like to shoot more telephoto, then you can invest in that bigger prime lens that you'll be more limited to, but it will be more specialized the type of shooting that you want to do. I know people who are buying their first lens want to make sure that they're buying the right one, so I hope this video helped you out. If it has, consider dropping a like and subscribing, and be sure to hit that bell notification button just to get notified every time I post a new video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below and I'll try to get through every single one, so be sure to hit me up. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!